What does porn glorify that actually isn't that great in practice? NSFW. Finger banging in the worst possible way, i.e. long nails, and pistoning like it's a dick. The difference between stuffing a turkey and summoning a genie. Having sex with your stepsister instead of helping her get unstuck from inside the washing machine. You help her get unstuck and then have sex. This one gets it. Lesbians with terrifying fake nails. Please don't finger me with those nails. I'm scared. As a guy who's watched a few of those videos, every time one of them goes to town on the other with those long ass nails, all I can think of is, look at your fingers, woman. Look how hard you're bending them back in a desperate attempt to not pull a complete Edward Scissorhands travesty upon your partner's cooch while you're clit tickling. Just ducking cut them. They look stupid anyway. Sinking your meat into your GF or wife while not only over at her parents for Sunday brunch, but at the same time are out in the backyard having a picnic and ducking under cover of picnic tablecloth. Makes me think of those safe for work porn pics where they use paint to draw over everything and turn it into funny scenarios. I can't stand looking at guys ducking crushing tits. Like they grab them and squeeze the hell out of them and it looks so painful. Titties are not like thigh or ass fat. It hurts like hell if you squeeze them too hard. A week before I get my period, my boobs are always so extremely sensitive. Like, it hurts like hell just taking off my bra or bending down to pick something up. I can't even imagine the pain I would feel if someone would crush my boobs like that. Ugh, it gives me chills all over. OMG. Yes, my boobs get really sensitive during my period as well. They feel heavy and painful when I take my bra or sports bra off after a long day. I'm like fuck. Insert cry emoji here. Cable guys. Yeah, they never show up on time. You mean they never come on time? Sex on the beach, sand, or in a pool. Also those standing positions that are not very efficient. I've always wondered about that. Like rolling around in the sand while sweating doesn't sound like a good time. Especially if some sand enters her. Man, 6 months and it turns into a pearl. Is no one going to mention the double-handed Indian burn hand jobs given all the time? If your hands are dripping with lube, that's cool. Otherwise it's like you're desperately trying to get the label off of a soda bottle. For the longest I used to jack off without lube until I bought some and realized what I had been missing for so long. Also it doesn't feel good when you got someone who can move their hand like a jackhammer. The friction ducking sucks lol. I've done both and TBH the lube isn't worth the extra cleanup for me. Right there with you. I'm a dry guy. All those weird positions where the dick is bending nearly 90. As a man that gets a rock hard erection, trying any of these literally pains me into being flaccid again. Some dudes don't get super hard, and I can understand that being possible. But I have heard too many stories of penile fracture to try some crazy stunt and end up with a broke dick. Yeah, sometimes I'm just paranoid about wilding out on top because I've read one too many Cosmo horror stories of breaking dicks. Losing your virginity gets a lot better after the 4th time. Dang. I only lost mine once. Did you find it again? I just ordered a new one off eBay. Edit. I would like to take this moment to thank my uncle for taking my first virginity. Thank you whoever the duck you are that gave me the platinum LMAO. I've never gotten an award. A lot of positions in porn are great for camera, but as a woman I can tell you some positions won't feel like anything. Much less girls scream moaning 2 seconds after they first start being stimulated. This is why I do not like pro porn so much, but amateur stuff. The exaggerated screaming is a turn off. Wait, so you mean when a man places a hand on a woman's breast she doesn't instantly explode in convulsive orgasms? I find that hard to believe. I've never understood the excessive moaning when a woman is giving a tit wank. They're moaning like they're getting ducked, but I can't see a woman getting much physical pleasure from it. Anal with no lube. Never tried it, but if I was to do so, no way, that shit's going in dry. That could cause legit injury. You can easily tear the inner tissues and get an infection. And that can't be good. They pre-lube those fart boxes up. Behind the scenes tricks. When you're fingering her and she moans like a motorbike. Not gonna lie, I was holding back my laughter, me and this is to go even further beyond. Inserts forefingers. Having trouble picturing this. But next time my wife starts stroking me, I'm gonna start going vroom, vroom and see how she reacts. I suspect badly, but I gotta know. This comment just made my night. The crazy sex positions. It's fun for a second, but then it gets awkward and your legs/arms get tired. LMAO. There are not enough bananas in the world to relieve the leg cramps produced in these situations. Skipping straight to sex. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes all you gotta do is breathe in my direction and I'm ready to go, but most of the time I need foreplay. Lesson of the day: don't underestimate the foreplay, it could change everything. Also, stop assuming that if it feels good for you, it must feel good for your partner too. Make sure you're there okay with being folded up like a lawn chair before you attempt to do it. Every time I see a video where a guy just rips a girl's pants off and dives straight in, makes me cringe for her. That's like a dry slip and slide, bro. Don't do that to your coworkers. That's like a dry slip and slide, bro. Don't do that to your coworker's stepsister. Cum fountain splattering all over the place. Her face, her hair, the couch, the carpet. That's usually the guy on some serious semen producing vitamins. Legit, they are no joke, and they do work, because I take them. Perhaps one would mention said vitamins. Edit, asking for a friend. Zinc. Yanking the head back by the hairy far while doing doggy. Shit is so bad for your neck. Ducking in front of the salad. If we can watch a salad dress, the salad can watch us undress. Well done. Incest. Yeah, it's overrated. My sister isn't even hot, but his mom is a looker, but his daddy a snack. The unreal amount of pleasure involved is indicated by the extreme screaming and moaning. Like, sex is awesome, but that awesome? Really? Really? Kettle noises like, damn, does someone need to call an ambulance? There ain't nothing wrong with getting a bit loud near climax. It's just when someone sounds like a clattering Volvo 240 with a bad power steering pump being hammered down a slalom course, it gets annoying. R/oddly specific. Rotary anal. Like with old people, it's anal in a Mazda. Ah yes, the wankle. Anal gape. Yeah, what the hell is up with that? In the 25 years I've had access to online porn, it's gotten more and more disgusting. Edit. Seems like my most valuable contribution to Reddit so far is not being fond of anal gaping, lol. I think it's because people get desensitized to what they see all the time. So people do weirder and weirder stuff to find hot. I used to work in an adult shop. It would surprise you what sweet great grandpa is buying. Cause it's ducking weird. Titty slapping. Vulva slapping. Edit. Apparently many women like it. With the penis or the hand. This bad boy can fit so much in it. Scissoring it is really hot. But it's also an awful way to try to get off unless the two vulvas involved are set up in a very specific way and nobody has large labia. I used to think scissoring was just a porn thing. But then my ex told me she did it all the time and demonstrated it and everything. So now I'm confused. It seems impractical, but maybe it feels good. IDK. I mean, it is like very erotic for my clit to touch my girlfriend's clit. But there is no way scissoring would make me come. I have tried it a handful of times. Same. Scissoring no. But clit to clit in missionary is amazing because you can kiss and whatever else. Stepping on her face while doing her from behind seems a tad disrespectful. How the duck do you do that? /r/taxpayers. I totally expected that to be a weak joke about the eyes blasting your ass, but then it legitimately was hardcore pornography. LMAO. There are no hot MILFs looking for a hookup in my area. Hair pulling and slapping. Being a part of nearly every mainstream porn vid you see. Don't get me wrong, I love having my head slammed into the wall on occasion. But if we are just hooking up for the first time and I haven't explicitly said so, what on earth makes you think it's okay to just slap me in the face or rip my hair out? I think a lot of people assume that's just a normal part of sex now. Choking as well. When you start thinking about more extreme BDSM acts, beyond a light spanking, you really need to have a discussion around that with your partner before engaging in that behavior. Also, a safe word. Anyone into that scene will tell you to have more than one. You should have a yellow light word that tells your partner to calm it down a bit, and a red light word that means stop right the duck now. Edit almost forgot about also having a non-verbal one if you're into things like gags. A lot of the time the words themselves are just yellow and red, since that is a lot easier to remember than flugging co-kissableson in the moment. Surprise gropings, it does not end well. Ugh. I had a gay friend who loved tacoing us girls and just going up and shoving his fingers up into our crotch as a joke, like how guys punch each other in the balls. It really hurt. The one time it happened to me and I turned around and just kicked him in his balls. He stopped after that. Edit. I pointed out that my friend was gay because he used that to justify his actions and people excused him for being abusive because of it. I don't condone his actions. I reported him and they called it playing around like friends do. He got expelled later on due to sexually assaulting a football player in the locker room and sent to an alternative school. I'm sorry, what? Yep, you heard it right. He got away with it cause he was gay, according to other girls, but I wasn't going to let that fly. He ended up getting himself expelled with other dumb shenanigans. Loud, bombastic, over the top sex. Some people are loud, some people like it rough, and some people are really aggressive, but not nearly as many as porn portrays. Not every guy has a 10-inch horse cock, and not every woman is a 110 slut dying to consume aforementioned cock. Most sex is tentative, clumsy, and vulnerable. If it doesn't feel like your sex life is a constant porno, that's probably a good thing. But too many people, especially younger folks, don't know that. I know it's cheap to blame a larger social problem on porn, but it sure ain't helping. Wanton Slut found my band name. Found my Asian recipe book name. I feel like I'm going straight to hell for laughing at this. Getting laid in unrealistic scenarios. Thanks for fixing my plumbing issues. How can I ever repay you? Start sucking dick, no bitch, pay me for my work, or I'm gonna get evicted. I'm sure there was a Vine like this, pizza guy walking and hey did someone order a pizza? Scantily clad woman, I did. But I don't have any money then. Why the duck did you order a pizza? Pizza guy leaves. Pizza delivery porn just isn't the same in 2020 when everyone's doing no contact delivery. Doorbell rings, scantily clad lady opens the door, pizza delivery guy halfway down the street. Your pizza is on the doorstep, drives off. Huge dicks. For a very small number of people it works great. For most people it's just a lot of lube. Going slow. Discomfort. Going slow. Hitting a bad angle. Changing it up. Going slow. And not being able to hit the clit with the body. Looks good on camera, I guess. And easier to get a lot of those porn angles. Big dicks in porn, like everything in porn, are about what men want, not what women want. Like, size queens exist, but every female friend I've spoken to about this prefers a more modest package. Plus there's the phenomenon of hung guys thinking their big dick is God's gift to womankind and put zero effort in. I like to read the comments on videos after I get off, and it's always men commenting, would be better if this guy had a big dick. As a woman I thought his dick was already big. Why are so many men obsessed with the dick? We are obsessed because we're insecure that we may be seen as not manly enough or something like that. I'll admit that, even though I'm not small, I'm not overly large either, and that I've worried that maybe I'm not enough for my partner, and that's why she's not orgasming all over the place like they do in porn. These are completely irrational fears. It's like dating a woman with small breasts and she says something like, "I'm sorry they're so small," or something along those lines. It really doesn't matter to me at all, and it's nothing that the person has any control over. I've actually had comments along the lines of "you're too wide," which evoke both pride and concern. So it's a double-edged sword, no pun intended. Sex with strangers without condoms. Honestly, there's way less sex with strangers than you think. The same couples will post 30 videos of random guy from Tinder, comes in my pussy, but they've clearly been together long enough to make 30 videos lol. Oh wow. I just noticed this last night. I found a video called something like "guy gives girl unwanted cream pie," and then I found a bunch more videos with very similar titles, and it was always the same two people doing the exact same thing in every video with only minor variations in the dialogue. I'm starting to think this is all a setup and those cream pies were planned in advance. Thanks for watching. Don't leave before leaving a like to this video.